Good evening, Ms. Vargas. I really appreciate you coming in today to meet with me and taking time off of your schedule. I just wanted to go over some of your son's progress and some challenges that I'm seeing in class. First of all, let me start off by saying he is a delight to have in class. He's such a kind, hardworking kid. He's always participating in class discussions. I do see he is always wanting to learn more because he's always raising his hand and asking questions about the subject, which is always a plus. So with him always wanting to learn more, I think it's a great thing in class because, yes, he might have challenges. However, with him wanting to learn more and want to know more, it's going to be easier to overcome those challenges. As far as the challenges that I'm seeing is he's struggling a little bit with reading and writing. So he knows how to read, but there's like the fluency and recognizing some words, he does have a little bit of a struggle, which it's causing a little bit of problem when it comes like for his confidence. So when it comes to reading out loud in class, he struggles a little bit because he's scared and embarrassed. He's not confident enough. And also with his writing. His writing is, I think, what I've noticed is it gets sloppier when he doesn't understand the subject. In other words, for him it's easier just to do the sloppy handwriting and, oh, I did it. Instead of getting it wrong and then him feeling like he's not doing something right.
So do you feel like he just lacks confidence like in specific things? Because you said that he raises his hands and he participates. So I mean,
yes. So the lack of confidence is mainly in him when it comes to him reading out loud, and mainly just reading out loud. Because when he is around his peers, he feels a little bit intimidated because of every child learns at their own pace. So if he sees his peers a little bit faster than he is or understanding better, then it sets him a little bit back, and that's where he lacks the confidence. However, I'm always trying to push him and be like, encouraging him, giving him encouraging words to feel more confident. And I also have been pulling him and a few other students for small group. And in the small group, we are focusing on fluency and working more with their handwriting as well, and stories for them to be able to familiarize more. Which leads me to my next point. I do notice and I see that you are always willing to help him when it does come to him having to take any type of work home for whatever reason. So I was going to ask you if you're interested in me sending more work. I actually put together a fluency book for him. And in the fluency book, I also attached some worksheets for him that have handwriting as well as it's tracing his letters, but also has stories for him to read. And while he reads it, he traces it so he can be able to get a little bit more comfortable writing more and reading some of the same words in a sense.
Yeah, we can start doing that at home. Because I've noticed the same, like, if he knows it, he's on it, but if he doesn't, then he kind of just wants to goof off and act like he's a funny person, because he doesn't want to actually do it. But how, on top of his homework already, how many days a week and all of that do you think he needs to do? Because I also don't want him to get
overwhelmed and overworked. No, I understand. Actually, with the homework, we're working on trying to basically his homework would be his fluency folder. And as far as that, I would say just because I don't want him to feel like he's being punished for not being ahead of the game, basically, I would say we could just do it 3 times a week. And we can just go with that for now. And then, because I do see some growth in him now with me pulling him for small group. And he also has a reading coach that's helped him. So I think that would be perfect. And then we can just, I can get back with you in a couple weeks, and then we can just touch base on so I can let you know how he's doing and go from there.
Okay, that sounds
Does
good.
it sound good? Okay, well, thank you so much again. I really appreciate it. Do you have any other questions or anything that I may be able to help you with?
I don't, but if I do, I'll just dojo you.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, just dojo me, email me, whatever is easier for you. So I really appreciate it. Thank you, Ms. Vargas.